Hello and welcome everyone to, well, another live stream. I almost wanted to say, but it's a rare occasion on the channel. But welcome anyway. I've seen there are already some people in chat, so welcome. So today we are, well, just gonna do a little bit of racing, and I'm also gonna try to just interact with you guys and try to answer as many questions as I can. So if you have any, just pop them in the chat, and if I have an opportunity, if I'm not currently racing, then I'm gonna try to answer them. While we're waiting for more people to join, maybe, I think we can, well, just do a little bit of racing here. Just joined a session which is ongoing, just a little bit of practice left. Right. Oh, by the way, if there's any problems in terms of audio or like dropped frames, it kind of looks okay on my end, like looking at OBS right now, but yeah, definitely let me know if there's anything not working right. Yeah, let's just go on track for a little more practice here. So we see if everything's working. Starting in very nice weather, I see. This is the short variant. Wondering why we were going here. Oh boy. This is gonna be... Oh, if the race is gonna be this heavy rain, I'm not quite sure this is gonna be a pleasant experience. So yeah, once again, welcome everyone. Already seeing a couple of people in chat. If you can join the next race, I'm not quite sure how that works exactly in Forza. I don't know if you can join races with multiple people. I think you can somehow, but like I really don't know how to make that work. This is definitely gonna be very interesting, this heavy rain. I do have wet tires on, yes I do.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
So why is the channel called HD Racing? Well, that's a little bit of a long and complicated story. I guess the best way to summarize it is that for a couple of years now my nickname online has been HD, and well, I decided for this channel to just go with that as well. I was thinking about what do I want to call this, and I couldn't really come up with anything well, more clever, or like, I don't know, I was really struggling to find a proper name for this, so I just decided to go with my nickname HD and then put a racing at the end. It's basically, that's the gist of it. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. I wonder if I should even qualify in this. Because I'm gonna not do that. probably some of the worst weather conditions that I've had, at least in an online race. I'm not quite sure that my tune is really up for that, but well, we will see. All right. Actually, quit out of practice right now. So trying to catch up to it. By the way, if I'm kind of looking above here, it's because I have the second monitor kind of far away, and I really need to look really closely to see the chat. Yeah, setting up a party, I don't quite know. Like, I'm on PC, so I probably would have to do that through the Xbox app or something like that. I don't think I want to do that while streaming, because I still have the problem that if I tap out of the game, then it sometimes just kills my frame rate, and I don't really want to do restarts all the time, so I prefer not to go out of game for this stream. But yeah, I think you could just join the race as well when I'm getting into a new one, so we might end up in the same lobby like that. So by the way, if you're wondering, I did a little bit of tuning on this car, and well, I'm actually not quite sure if this is currently shared. Let me actually take a look. It's more or less for a dry track, and I felt like it was doing quite well there. Here in the wet, I'm not quite sure if it's gonna be good, but we'll see. We don't even know yet if the race is gonna be wet, so let's see. Did I save this? I didn't even save the tune. Okay, because that's just a stock tune. Now I'm a little bit confused. This isn't even my tune. I apparently didn't save it. Interesting. Actually check once again.
Seconds.
Some autosave tunes. I actually need to take a look at some point. So this is apparently gonna be a race in the stock tune, because I thought I had my tune loaded, but apparently it's not even saved. So I don't know what's going on there. I guess if the weather is like this, it shouldn't really matter. So, and the C8 is actually quite a good car, even in the stock tune. So not really worried about that. And for some reason, it's now completely dry. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with the weather in these races. I mean, yes, they are like set up in a way that it's like a different time of day, or maybe even a different day. But still, like, if you're practicing and qualifying in the wet, I feel like there should be a wet race, and well, it's not really like that in real life as well, so I guess that's totally fine. But it's always a little weird to me. Okay, doing a 7-lap race. It's a really short track. I think medium tires should be totally fine here, and we will be starting quite far back, I would say. Where are we starting? P13 out of 16. Yeah, the C8 is a quite popular car, and I think at least for me, the reason is it's so nice to just jump into, and it's just well behaved and not like crazy. It's not crazy fast, but it's also not like crazy hard to handle, so I just like jumping in it. I think with tuning you can get a little bit more time out of it, and I've tried to do that and actually managed to set a good time, but apparently my tune wasn't saved, so I need to take a look at that again. Maybe go into rivals and see if that's still saved there somehow. But yeah, it's a fun car to drive. It's probably from the ones that I've tried, one of my favorites. Okay, let's see how well we do here, and hopefully we will not get into any trouble. So stock tune right now. Actually slow down a bit here. A bit more, and that was not enough. Sorry to the Porsche driver. And we're getting spun around even more. What is going on? Oh boy. And another hit. Well, that was chaos. If I've ever seen anything. Yeah, kind of average turn one moment. It happens. I didn't qualify, so like probably would have been a bit better in the front, but it happens. Let's see what we can still make happen here. I really should pay more attention to where this turn is. I'm really not used to this variant all that much. I think quite a lot of people actually left. Probably because of that turn one moment. I think there were like 19 players starting. Maybe I'm wrong. Was it 16? I think it was 16. Still. Trying to get by this BMW. He's still always hard to tell with the arrows if he's still side by side with me. Okay, managed to get him. So if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Just gonna do a little bit of racing today. I'm also trying to answer questions. If you have any, just put them in the chat. I'll try to get to them when I'm not racing. That was a little bit wide. 3 remaining. It's always these short races go by so fast. Yeah, the short races really go by in an instant. I really prefer the medium length ones. Like both because you have more time to just get something done, even if something happens in lap 1. And also because of the pit strategy that's involved then. I can really feel that this is not tuned. There's definitely more understeer in this car than I'm used to. Might take a look after the race why this didn't save and if I can still salvage it somehow from single player. Oh, looked like a little bit of a lag spike in front. Corvette is beside me. Oh boy. Goodbye. Well, managed to get to P5 still, even with that lap 1 incident. Alright, let me catch up a little in chat. Yeah, definitely. The medium length races are the ones which, like, I feel like until the point where we get long races, it's just the better variant now with the medium ones, with the strategy and everything. You will use the Merc GT3. Yeah, it's definitely a fun car. It has some problems for me. Like, it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't gel with my driving style, I would say. But yeah, it's a good car. I wouldn't say that it's bad. Just for me personally, not like the very best. It's for my driving style, as I said. Let me actually quickly go into Rivals and see if I can somehow salvage the tune that I did for this car. I did spend quite some time and I thought I did save it, but maybe not. So let's actually quickly check. Okay. This looks better. So yeah, this is definitely my tune. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it to go through that right now. So I think I'd rather show the tune in a video, but I'll save it and share it as well, so you can actually get that if you want to. I feel like I did quite a couple of changes and did try it out in hot lapping, and at least there it felt really good now. It was super fast. It was the first car that I was actually able to do a faster lap than the Audi, and that was quite a fast one. So yeah, I think it did quite well. So let's actually save this now. Let's quickly name it. Oh, it takes a little while, sadly. Let's quickly just share something like this. Quickly add. Alright, now the tune is actually saved and shared, so yeah, as I said, if you want to get it, should be available at least soon. Don't know when this syncs up with the game, but let's head back to multiplayer and see what's available there. I see you talking about the Porsche. Which one do you mean? I mean, there are three, at least in the GT category, 3 Porsches. I haven't tried every single one of them, but there is actually finally a GT video coming up soon, I hope. I mean, it's uploaded, I'll just have to release it on the 2017 Porsche RSR. Let's go to feature multiplayer. Okay, what's coming up? So we would have Kyalami or Limebrock, and Limebrock is starting very soon. I won't even be able to join that. I won't have the time. So we could do Maple Valley in the GT cars or in the touring cars Kyalami, which is still quite a while, but I mean, we can still do a little bit of practice here. Or we can check... okay, open events is also still quite a while away. So yeah, everything right now just a little bit away. So I guess we're gonna go to touring cars for now. So yeah, let's actually join. And maybe we will take the Peugeot once again. Haven't driven that all that much. I was trying the MG quite a bit more. What's going on with this one guy in chat? That really seems to be some kind of spam, or I don't know. Let's just quickly time that out. And now...
Many turns here at Kyle.
Oh, you're in my lobby. That's great.
Wildlife, such as crocodiles, cheetah, and ingwe, which means
if I played the P2 spec, I haven't. I really am not that interested in the P2 series. I'm not quite sure. Just these prototype cars, from time to time it's okay for me to drive them, but like most of the time I feel a little overwhelmed by just the speed that these things have. Alright. Alright, for this one, also let's quickly check if we are on the right tune, which it looks like. So this is the one that I shared in the video from yesterday, I think it was. So, quickly get a little bit of fuel removed and let's actually see. We had some fun driving in the P2 series, I guess. I don't know, maybe I should try that out at some point, but I don't know. Yeah, lots of chaos in the P2 series, I would assume so. I mean, these cars are definitely not easy to control. Alright, let's actually get on track, do a little bit of practice, see what it's like. Yeah, maybe prototypes are gonna click for me at some point, but for now they haven't yet, I guess. Oh, Kyalami sand curbs, I forgot. Oh, I need to be careful. I have a habit of just hitting these curbs just a little bit too much, like here, and yeah, that happens. I don't know what's going on. Kind of doubt that this is realistic, but well, need to deal with it, I guess. Hey Troubles. Yeah, thanks for joining and thank you for the praise. Really appreciate that. These curbs. Oh, yep. That's not how you drive that corner. sound of this curb hitting the underbody of the car. So weird. Alright, let's quickly catch up with you guys in chat again. Game says no one put you into a different lobby. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I don't really know how matchmaking works in this, actually. I'm glad to hear that you enjoy the tune for the MG. Yeah, it's definitely a great car, and with tuning you can do a lot. I think the tune that I made is a good baseline, and if you can do a little bit more and just adjust it to your personal preference as well, I think you can have a really good time with it. Gonna have a video coming up soon talking a little bit more about the car and why I think it might be a little bit too strong in the touring car series right now. We're gonna see if that's actually gonna be the case. But from what I've seen so far and from my own driving, I feel like it is quite strong. So we're gonna see if we're gonna have a new VW on our hands. Give them a little bit of space in front. Yeah, corner exit and acceleration is really amazing on the MG. Like this thing, the Peugeot is, at least from what I've found, better in the corners and can go around at least the tighter ones faster. But, well, if you're struggling that much on the straight, then I don't know if that's worth. But I guess we'll find out. But the Peugeot is not bad, and I have a lot of fun with it. Oh, even this car, wow. Even here. I don't know. Probably my biggest gripe with this track, at least on Forza. These curbs are so slippery. Okay. Not quite sure why you need to do that in qualifying. Or not even qualifying, in practice, but... well, okay. Qualifying, by the way. Should we get to qualifying, maybe? Try and set a good time. We can take a look. Overcast dry now from the weather, so it might turn to rain. Like, you never know. So maybe we'll just get our qualifying done now. So let's just reduce fuel. 3 laps is enough. And soft tires. So let's get to qualifying now. already one guy in P1 with a quite good lap time, I think, 1:53. See if we can get there as well. Not with a corner like that. These curbs. Probably will keep saying that. Oh, we're kind of close. See if I can do a little bit better still.
Till restart.
MG in front having a little bit of trouble. I'm definitely doing better so far.
Remaining.
152.499, that's actually quite good, I think, at least for me. Yeah, that section was definitely worse. I was up like 2/10. Not anymore. Still a little bit of an improvement. Alright. So finally can look at chat again.
Currently P1 after qualifying.
Yeah, the MG absolutely flies. Definitely very good. Yeah, less grippy I would say as well, but well, yeah, I guess I would agree. It can be quite okay. You need to be a little bit careful with it, especially in the faster corners. Sometimes you can lose a little bit of grip. And I think the biggest problem is the tire wear on it. It really shreds the tires. And thanks for subscribing, by the way, Maki2021. Thanks a lot. Always appreciated. You actually do a warm-up lap with the softs before quali. Does that make a difference? That would be interesting. I'm not quite sure how much, like, yes, of course, tire temperatures affect lap time in this game. I'm not quite sure how they are set. Actually, we could probably check that if we just went to telemetry. How much it changes. So maybe we actually go back into practice. Should be on new soft tires now. You can check in the telemetry how much they actually change. So that might actually be a good idea. If that is the case, to just do a little bit of a warm-up lap. Even though, don't you just get a new set of tires when you hit qualify? I'm not quite sure. So where is so yeah, tire temperatures overall 85 in the front, 76 in the rear. Let's see how that changes. Yeah, they definitely heat up once you drive. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. I thought that you were just getting a new set of tires once you hit qualify. But if that's not the case and you actually retain, or at least the tire temperatures, it would be kind of huge to get a better first lap in qualifying as well. Definitely thanks for the tip. We'll keep that in mind and maybe try that out in the next race, if I remember. You can see tire temperature is definitely going up quite a bit throughout the first lap here. I think I actually want to go back to, no, not tuning, to fuel and tire, and already set up race fuel and medium tires. I guess we'll, how many laps are actually in this one? 8. It says thunderclouds now. Well, this might be a rain race. Interesting. Wait. See if I can maybe even increase the size of the chat a little bit. Yeah, I can. That might be a little bit easier to read for me. Ah, I see. I think I misread that. Yeah, you didn't mean you warm up the tires, but you actually get to feel how the car behaves differently on softs than on mediums if you're practicing on those. I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense, I guess. Yeah, sometimes the difference between softs and mediums can be quite huge in terms of just feel and how the lap time evolves and which corners you can take at different speeds and stuff like that. Like I felt like especially on corner exits and yeah, well, sometimes just if you're on mediums and especially on hards, then you can't just push the car as much as you can on softs. So yeah, I get that. So yeah, I was looking at 8 laps, so I don't think hard tires and going a no stopper is an option for this one. So I'm quite certain we are gonna do one stopper with changing to mediums probably once again. So yeah, I did set that up. And maybe we will even have a rain race. Might be the case. Oh, there's someone coming, so skip that. And Jake Williams, thank you a lot for subscribing. Thanks so much. And Bro68, you're in this one as well, so cool. Let's see what we can do. Yes, as I said, maybe we will have a rain race on our hands. Not quite sure. Never quite sure how this works out. Like it says here thunderclouds, and it's right now 4:40 p.m. time of day, but it doesn't really say anything else about when the race is gonna start or if this is the race time. Like, but then again, I think this is the current weather. So yeah, not quite sure. Well, we will see if we will have rain in this one or not. Also, did I keep pole position from qualifying? I didn't really check anymore. Guess we'll see. Just get a little bit of a sip of water. You just couldn't do your third lap. That sometimes is really frustrating. But I've also had that where I was like shortly before the finish line and then the screen went black and like intermission went on. And I think my car just rolled over the finish line still and it counted the last level. It was kind of interesting. Didn't see that, but like from the starting position on the grid, I was still further ahead than I was before. So we can maybe take a look at the driver list very quick. So second guy is half a second behind me right now, and then still always a couple of tenths. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm that fast. I think I'm okay. And I think especially in the touring cars, I feel kind of comfortable. But yeah, I don't think I'm that great of a driver. Okay, let's see. Pole position this time. A little bit afraid still of turn 1, but let's see what we can do. Good start. Not quite sure if I wanna take the full outside line or if I maybe should cover the inside here. I think I'm gonna do something in the middle. Just taking it a little bit easy here. I think there's someone beside me, so I need to be a little bit careful. Managed to clear him. So 8-lap race, so I guess we're gonna do just simple 4-lapper and then see what the tires are like if we need to pit right away. Oh boy. Hey Paddy, welcome to the stream. Oh boy, I shouldn't read chat while driving. Look what you did. Really surprised I managed to catch that. Didn't expect that. But we are still in this race. We have someone beside, I think. Oh, not this curb. Bad exit. Yeah, no worries. It happens. I probably just shouldn't read chat unless I'm on a straight. Give him a little bit of space on the inside. That was maybe a little bit too much. Oh well. I guess this makes it more interesting anyway. So we have some potential fighting ahead here. Well, sorry. Could have slowed down a little bit earlier there. So I want to send it here if they are fighting. I do brake a little bit earlier for this one than I do. Take that into account. Nice driving from these two in front so far. Also, there's someone else catching up in... Yeah, it's an MG. So he will be fast on the straights. I think this might be really hard to get an opportunity for an overtake here. What are the tires doing? I don't think going to the pits early is really an option here. Who knows? That is not good. Yeah, I don't think I could hit right now, because 5 laps on mediums in this car, that might get really hairy in the last one, so just stick to it and hit at the end of this lap. Luckily they are still fighting in front, so can keep up here. One sideways. Can I get on his inside? Can. Oh boy, still there. Close racing though with the top 4 here. It's fun. I'm falling behind a little bit. Everyone's gonna go to the pits now. Oh, I did get a penalty for that. Okay. You don't have to slow down for this one, I don't think. Not quite sure what was going on there. Messy start for you. That sucks. Always seems to happen, or a lot of the time, in the midfield. Yeah, I did get a half a second penalty for that collision into the pit lane. I'm quite sure for this one you can just full send it and the game slows you down. Oh well. Managed to get one place at least, but he's still quite close behind. Oh, the Peugeot in front. Yep. Curbs at Kyalami. Poor guy. Murdered by sand on the curbs. And thanks for the sub, Scary Web. A little bit too fast into this one. MG behind is really pressuring me. Advice on best ARB settings. I would urge you to actually check out my tuning guide video. I go into a lot of detail what the ARB settings do. Kind of need to take care a little bit here. Because like both the front and rear have different characteristics in terms of what does increase under and oversteer. Oh, that was not nice. Well, it was good overtake from him, but kind of screwed that up. Yeah, just search for my tuning guide video and go to the section for ARBs. There are timestamps in the video, so you can just check out that section if you want to. Nice move from him, actually. These MGs are quick, at least in a straight line. But depending on their tune and their driving, they might drop off in the last lap. So we might have an opportunity there because of their tire degradation. Should be worse than mine. My tires should be fine for the last 2 laps. I think for them, at least in the last one, it might be a little bit more difficult. So maybe just bide my time for this lap and then try and attack more in the last one, if I can. At least that's the plan right now. Oh boy. Sorry if that was on me, not quite sure. I think we were side by side. Always so hard to judge in the moment. Felt like he turned into me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I actually just noticed the guy in P1 has a big penalty, 3.35 seconds. So I don't actually need to overtake him, but apparently I can. Goodbye. So I guess it will be between me and Ghetto Tuned, who doesn't have a penalty while I do, so I need to clear him by at least half a second. So let's get on it. So far so good. One more.
Last lap. Let's go.
This is gonna be close. Maybe not. Oh, I can still screw this up. Alright. Actually still managed to do it. Ooh. Yeah, speedrunner, I think my tires were better. I think that, as I said before, it's probably the main weakness of the MG6. Just the tire degradation. Alright. So even though I made a big mistake in the beginning, still managed to come out on top, barely. And I don't even have the fastest lap time actually. There's another Peugeot, the 152.8, and another one, but that's not a clean lap, in an Audi with a 152.7. So yeah. Alright, let's actually see here. How many people are actually watching right now? Let's see, 48 people, wow. So yeah, if I haven't told you so already, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Just doing a little bit of racing today and also trying to answer some questions. If you have any, put them in the chat and I'll try to get to them. I mean, now is the best time probably, as we're gonna have a little bit of time till the next race. Let's actually check. Next one is Barcelona. Well, that's always nice, but it says heavy rain, so let's see if it's actually that nice. What are we gonna go for? I mean, guess we try the new car still, so let's go for the MG. Which, if this is a rain race, I've never driven this thing in the rain and I don't think it's gonna be the nicest because wet tires, tire wear is worse than the normal ones, so that would be probably the worst situation to take the MG in, but well, I guess we'll see. We'll see if it's even raining still. Oh, you accidentally nearly spun an MG around. Yeah, it happens, I guess. And I mean, I was lucky in the first lap where I almost spun while going off track, and I don't know how I managed to get it back on track and then still not hit anyone. That was actually surprising to me, I have to say. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Do I have the tune on the MG? Yes, looks like it. Okay, game currently puts me on mediums, so I guess we'll go out in mediums. Doesn't matter right now. Let's go into practice right now. And 068, you get 12. Well, yeah, if you get punted in the first corner, it's always, you're always happy that you're still even able to compete in a race if that happens. But I mean, at least it was a medium length one. Oh boy, medium tires on this kind of a track. Well, that's gonna be not fun. Sometimes I don't understand when the game puts you on mediums and when on wet tires, because this is a nope for me. I'm gonna actually change tires here. And we're gonna see how bad the tire consumption is. I think I do have to... I might actually have to quit practice and go back in. And... oh, and another one in the race here. GG to you as well. Yeah, getting a penalty to try and avoid a crash is always annoying. Like, I don't know, the penalty system is improved from what it was before for sure, but it still, I think, lacks quite a lot in terms of just being able to accurately judge how, like, what you're doing and why. I mean, maybe they will get there at some point, but I actually was expecting more from the penalty system when they announced it. So now, yeah, we are on wet tires, so that should be a little bit better. Audi decided to park. For Retro's sake, yeah, thanks a lot. Great that you enjoy my videos. I mean, that's the reason I make these. So people get some enjoyment, some knowledge, some information out of those. Always nice to see when you like them. We are at Barcelona right now. So, touring car lobby. Current race. Should still be open. And I already see someone from the chat joining. Oh boy. Well, if it's raining in the race, this is gonna be very interesting. Oh. I still keep on... let's just read chat while not looking at the track. Probably shouldn't do that, but it's still practice, so doesn't matter. But I should refrain from doing that in the race, I guess. Yeah, speedrunner, I was hoping that the penalty system was still learning, but it felt like from how they explained it that, well, it is a machine-learned system and that it could learn or get new data from when the game was actually released, but they really didn't talk about that at all, that like, hey, now they have like this amount of data and they can put that into the AI or machine learning model that they have and basically feed all that in and improve the outcome of the penalty system. Then they really didn't talk about that at all, so I don't know if they are still working on that or yeah, what's going on. Okay, someone with a 155 in this lobby. I feel like he's been in here for a little while longer when it was not raining, I guess, because a 155 in the rain I don't think is possible. By the way, 5 minutes left, so I guess we will get to qualifying and we will have to do that on wet tires. And yeah, the penalty system is really inconsistent. I get that. Like for some reason, I've read that sometimes if you just don't have any inputs after a crash, then it most likely will not deem you worth a penalty. But like sometimes it's just necessary after a crash to like catch the car or get back on track. I don't know. I feel like the implementation could use some work and I hope they are gonna work on it in the future. I feel like it's gonna be a while. I mean, we haven't heard anything for the December update on that front, and then it's holiday season, so I'm pretty sure that we'll have to wait until next year, like sometime in spring maybe, when we will get any updates on that. Sad, but it is what it is. These conditions are definitely not easy. There is an apex there somewhere. Oh boy. Once again, trying to reach that. I don't know why I'm not waiting until this straight here. Okay. Why it's not letting you in, I'm not quite sure, but you can try again. The lobby was full, I think. So now it's 23 players, so maybe you have a chance still getting in. Oh boy. Super slow around that corner. Oh boy. Okay, maybe focus up a little bit for this next one. Sorry, I'm not gonna rechat for this lap. At least I'm gonna try to not to. I don't think this was all too great. But I feel like the IMP1 was also doing his lap when it was way more dry. Well, probably quite dry. I don't think it can do a 157 in the wet here. quite glad that I have traction control on right now. These conditions, I mean, at least it's front-wheel drive car. Probably wouldn't be as bad, but I guess still a little bit easier. But in GT cars, I feel like at least I can't drive without traction control in the
30
rain.
seconds.
That's actually the last step that we're gonna get in here, so what is it gonna be? I think still a 203, but actually 202.9. So I think that's okay. Oh, I can't quit qualifying anymore. So let's just wait it out. And tick. Yeah, sometimes it just puts you into weird small lobbies. I had that before, like sometimes even when there's still a lot of time until the race starts and the lobby just doesn't fill up. And welcome Michael Rose, just woke up, yeah, nice. Yeah, I understand that you wish you could be racing. I mean, on a Sunday, I would also rather not work. I only could do one quality. Yeah, I was able to do two, but still also not too great. But my P3, and this time I'm not gonna make the mistake I made once. It was like, it doesn't look like that much rain here in this screen, so I'm gonna, well, just not take wet tires. What's going on now? I was actually wanting to check my tires and fuel, but that might have been a bad idea. Hope that the bug is gone where that really sends you into an infinite loading loop. I hope I have enough fuel for this one. My rating, so in game, I guess you mean. Last time I checked, I think last time I checked I was in S safety, but it seems to fluctuate like between B and S. And the skill rating I think was somewhere like 4.8, 4.9k, but I feel like that's also quite inflated. Okay, let's concentrate a bit now and get started here. And it is still raining quite a lot and getting dark, it seems like. Or do I want to go 3 wide? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather be careful here. Please be careful behind as well. This guy's ghosted? What's going on? Is he still ghosted? This is confusing. There's still someone kind of on my inside. Please don't punt me. And he's still on my inside. I guess I have to let him go for now. I'm really curious how the tires are gonna last or not last in this one. Oh. I mean, at least it's raining quite a lot, so I think wet tires last longer the wetter the track actually is. Still. Oh. He went wide. There's not much grip on the track, even with wet tires. Really need to be careful. So far tires are doing okay. I would have expected them to be worse. See if we can make them last 4 laps. Let's see if the weather actually changes. That would be kind of nice. I haven't had that all that much, but there are changing weather conditions in this game, in online races. I find that's actually really fun if that happens. Yeah, right now it just seems to rain more and more, so doesn't look like it's gonna change anytime soon. Oh, almost went into the gravel trap. Definitely not much grip here. Seems like the Audi in front is struggling as well. And I think that car is a little bit better on handling than this one is. I'm not sure if that really translates to rain races. It feels like he is a little bit faster through the handling sections. And P1 is actually pulling away quite well. I think it's kind of stayed the same through the last lap, but he definitely did pull away. Oh, don't go to the curb in the wet. Note to self. Definitely difficult conditions. Can't really tell what P1 is driving. Might be another MG with a different livery. Not quite sure. You can feel the front tire scrubbing along the surface. Not gonna be healthy. Also need to be really careful on pit entry next lap. Hope that everyone else will have to pit as well. Like, my tires are not all that bad yet, and I know that the tire degradation here is really terrible on this car, so I hope that there's some other cars which can just go the whole distance on wet tires. That would really be, well, at least bad for my position. Audi going wide. Keeps it on track. And he went into the gravel trap. Bad line from me. For now, we managed to get him. Oh, I saw that coming. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pit this lap. Weather doesn't seem to be changing. Apparently the guys in front are not doing that. Let's see. I really hope that they will have to pit at some point, or that their tires will be really screwed. Otherwise, we will have a big disadvantage. Looks like a lot of people aren't pitting. But I don't think I could have driven 4 more laps on these tires. Fairly certain that wouldn't have been possible. Okay, do we have someone coming in? Looks like yes. Need to be a bit careful. Gap is big enough though. See, let's keep a look on the relative times in the top. Right now 25 seconds roundabout to Dorset Drift. Why do I feel like that now the rain is subsiding a little bit? If that's the case, and you can go on like mediums or even softs in 1 or 2 laps, that would be bad for me. I really wish we had some kind of weather forecast in this game, so you could actually make a strategic decision based on that, because right now it's just guesswork. Oh. Still, T1 did not pit. Let's see, maybe his pace will drop, or maybe he will still go to the pits in a little bit. Even if he has a car that's better on tires than mine, his wet tires should be degrading quite a bit in these last couple of laps. Especially if it's getting drier, because then wet tires really fall off quickly. So far, not really catching. It's actually surprising, because his tires should at this point be at least a little bit more degraded. Oh, we'll see. Last 2 laps hold. And now we seem to be catching at least a little bit. Okay, someone exiting the pit right now. Is that the Audi we were fighting with? Might be. Didn't really look at the name, I have to say. This might be the Audi we were fighting with. I think that one had a different livery, so I'm actually not quite sure. But it doesn't seem to be all that fast. Right. 21 seconds to the leader. I really hope his tires will degrade enough so that the last lap there's actually a chance for me to get closer. And these guys also have pitted and they are definitely struggling. Oh, sorry. That was my bad. Oh, already sending it into that hairpin. It might be the same Audi. I'm not quite sure. "18 seconds to the leader." Now this is gonna be very interesting. 14. Oh, he is in the pits. Leader is in the pits. Let's see where he will come out.
You got this.
And he does come out behind. So it's actually now between me and the Audi behind, I would say. I think the leader gambled on bringing his wet tires to the end of the race, but saw that after the second to last lap he wouldn't be able to. And I've been in that situation. It's not nice to drive on basically bald wet tires on a surface like this. So yeah, I think he had no other choice than to come in. I feel like if he would have just come in like after 4 or 5 laps, he would have had a better chance. I guess he did gamble a little bit too much there. The Audi is still quite close. He has a penalty though, so that's good for us. I guess if he wants to send it now on the inside. Which he does. We'll just let him and just try to stay close enough so that we still get P1 because of his penalty. I think that's the goal now. Better than to get punted off the track by trying to defend the inside on the hairpin. Now I need to actually... Oh, no, I don't. He picked up more of a penalty. I think for the cut on the hairpin, maybe. So we actually don't need to be closer. Okay, not the most exciting win, I would say. But a win nonetheless. Yep. 1 on penalties alone. Yeah, I feel like we were definitely going quite a lot faster in the end. But yeah, I feel like the guy that is now P3 probably would have stood a better chance with going to the pits a little bit earlier. Because he was fast in the beginning, he definitely was pulling away. But I think that's also what's nice about medium length races. The strategy decisions really come into play. And sometimes if you gamble on like getting to the end on wet tires, it doesn't work out, I guess. Okay, car felt horrible in the wet for you. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've driven the Peugeot in the wet, but I can tell you the MG also felt horrible. Like, on this kind of a wet surface, I don't think any car feels good. But yeah, I get that sometimes you get screwed by track limit penalties. In this case, I was lucky, I didn't get any, but I have been there for sure. Alright, actually check what's gonna be the next race here. So we could do another touring car race at Lime Rock, or let's actually take a look if there's anything else interesting going on. I think I'm gonna do one more and then probably need to call it. So GT race, we could do Barcelona again. I don't know. I guess. What do you rather want to see? Barcelona again, but in GT cars, or another touring car race on Lime Rock Park? I'll let you decide. We still have 4 minutes left until we need to join. So let me know in the chat if you have preference. I mean, keep in mind that Forza GT races are only short, so could do another medium length race in the touring cars if you would like that. And while we're at it, I'm gonna take another sip of water. So 1 vote for GT, 1 for Lime Rock, so touring cars. What do you guys think? Let me know. Yeah, we had the one short race in the beginning in the GT cars, but that was quite unfortunate because I did start in the back and yeah, well, incidents happened in the first lap, say it like that. So far, I would say more votes on GT, so yeah, we could do that. And actually this time I do have the tune loaded, hopefully, for the Corvette C8. I kind of want to drive again. So, guess if there's no other votes to see, then we are gonna join the GT series on Barcelona, but it's the national old variant. Yeah, Darren, I get that. I would also prefer that both of those to just be medium length. I mean, it's not like these are long races. I mean, what is it, like 20 minutes and plus quali and practice? But like, is it even 20 minutes, the race length? Probably not. We just did Barcelona with 2 minutes per lap with, what was it, 8 laps, so like 16 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, I would prefer medium length races too. So yeah, let's do the Corvette once again. So we finish with what we started today. And this time I hopefully will have the tuning loaded. I mean, it's at least a different variant of Barcelona, even though I always mess up T1 here because I forget that it's a different variant, but well, need to get used to that. Guess we just see if tuning is loaded this time. And it isn't, okay. Then let's see if it's this time at least saved. By the way, as I said in the beginning, the tune that I did for the Corvette C8. I haven't done a video on that yet. When I was doing the video on the Corvette C8, I didn't do tunings in the first looks, so there is no video on this, but I did share the tune on Forza if you want to get it. And well, this nothing really major, just some most of the stuff is based on the tuning guide that I did do a little bit more in terms of springs and dampening, and yeah, I think that's mostly it. So yeah, let's take a look. Oh, did I do fuel and tire? So let's reduce that, don't need that much fuel. And I guess we'll do actually softs and quali fuel, so we get used to that just quickly and then hop into qualifying. With the Porsche in GT races, I did take the GT3 in the beginning, like in the very beginning of Forza, but I didn't really know enough about this game's tuning at that point to really fix the problems that I have with this car. So in the last, was it last week or something, I did take a look at the Porsche RSR, and I think that's really fun and drives great in my opinion. It's definitely different to a lot of the other cars. Really has some nice Porsche characteristics, but I think it's fun. And already did a video on it that I'm gonna probably release sometime this week. Oh, I really need to get used to GT cars again now. Been driving touring cars for the last like hour and a half. This feels a little bit different now. Didn't make it to the lobby in time. Yeah, happens. I'm not quite sure. The lobby isn't really full. It's only 11 players, so yeah, I don't know. As I said before, I don't know how this lobby system works. Why? Well, only 3 minutes left, so I guess we need to get to qualifying to at least get 2 laps in. Will we? Yeah, I think we will get barely 2 laps in. Let's see. I'm gonna try and concentrate a bit. I've been quite quick in this tune on the normal variant of Barcelona in GT Rivals. I think this drives quite nicely and it's quite a lot faster still than the stock tune. See if I can replicate that in any way on this one. It is a little bit harder to drive though. A little bit more rotation on corner entry. So you need to be a little bit careful sometimes, and also on throttle. Sometimes the rear tends to step out a little bit, so a little bit of throttle control is necessary. I will struggle a little bit in now because I've been driving the touring car so much now. But we'll see. I think it was a decent first lap. Try to get a little bit of a better one in for the second one. Definitely slowed down a little bit too much for this one. That probably cost me. Well, actually, doing a bit better. Let's not screw this up in the last sector.
One more.
107.408. Just a tiny bit faster than P2 right now. So barely managed to get on the pole in this one. But yeah, small grid for some reason. I mean, I joined kind of late, but if some of you also tried to get in and didn't manage to get in, not quite sure. So let's remember to take more fuel and go on for medium tires. See, probably everyone else is doing the same. Oh, someone on hards. Interesting. In the Lamborghini. Don't think you need to go on hard tires in the Lamborghini. Oh, 109.000. Okay, that's a nice time landing, I guess. So yeah, good luck in your lobby and have fun. Hope you don't get punted into turn 1. I mean, this is another one of those which, well, I'm afraid to as well now. Actually thinking how I want to take this first turn. I kind of want to take it in the best possible way to avoid anyone sending it into turn 1. So maybe I'll go around the outside, but then again, I'm starting on the inside. So, well, let's see. Let's see how well we can pull away in the start. Let's go. Pulling away slightly. Yep, and there was one who sent it. So luckily I wasn't on the outside. Oh. No. Yep. That happened. I did get punted from behind. Like, getting the car back under control was now kind of difficult. Can I get off this grass somehow? Oh boy. Okay, now we are in dead last. That was not nice. Oh well. Once again, let's see what we can do from the very back. Didn't really want to send it there, but I was braking maybe a little bit late, or he was braking early, so... Oh, where are you going? Please be predictable. What was that? He was weaving while rejoining. Like the worst thing you can do. Oh, I'm afraid. Please don't punt me. Last to first, I would assume not. Not in this short of a race. What is this weaving? I really like. Don't like that when people weave like that. Pick a line and just stick to it. If you weave, you just make it harder and just cause collisions. Right, finally managed to get by the Audi. That took way too long. Oh, did I break that late? Apparently I did. Oh, that's gonna be a penalty. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Okay, managed to get the dodge. Okay, can we get the Lambo as well? Before the next turn? Don't think we can. So let's not send it in to this one this time. Kind of expecting that. Gave him the inside on purpose there. He would maybe outbrake himself. Now it's 5 seconds to the next one. That's gonna be difficult to catch up. And I guess we'll try. And I'm catching up slowly, but there's only one more lap left, so I don't know if we can make anything work here. Three and a half seconds now. Probably not gonna happen. A little bit too wide as well, so yeah, that's that, I guess. unfortunate race. I mean, we did still catch up a little bit and were able to overtake some people, but still could have been a way better race with fighting at the front, but wasn't meant to be. Sometimes you just get spun out and yeah, not much you can do.
Nicely done. P6.
Michael Rose, any suggestions for tuning 40 front, 60 rear weighted cars? I would say that, like, if you know how to tune for like front engine cars, so that you normally would put the spring rate higher in the front to absorb more of the weight of the car, I would say you would do it the other way around in a 40-60 weighted car. So have the spring rates be at least a little bit like turned to the rear, so it's stiffer in the rear. Other than that, not quite sure. If you just mean tuning, I guess that's the main point I would make. Other than that, if you can do upgrades, you can of course put ballast in to get the weight distribution a little bit more, but I don't think that's what you did ask. So I would say it's mostly spring rates, so at least a little bit stiffer in the rear than in the front is what I would do. But you can always also take a look at telemetry and check the wheel the spring compression and see like if you need to change anything there. I haven't found much use in Forza so far with ride height adjustments. Like normally in other games and sims, I would probably go for a little bit of rake, so higher rear in terms of ride height and lower front, but I haven't found that to work out all too great in Forza yet. Like, maybe it's something you can try. You could also just put the ride height a little bit higher in the rear as well, to get a little bit more of that, well, that car shape that is a little bit more wanting to go into a turn. But yeah, as I said, I don't think it works all that well in Forza, sadly. You finished where you started. Race was over after 3 turns. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I don't think it's the chicanes necessarily. It's just the people are really, I don't know, sending it quite a lot. And they're just not driving careful enough, in my opinion. So yeah, I wish there was some kind of system in game to actually teach people about racecraft and teach people about racing etiquette. Like, I feel like that's missing here. I mean, in a lot of simulations, you're racing most of the time, if you're serious about it, in closed communities, or in terms of Assetto Corsa Competizione, where I've been coming from, for example, you're racing in a very open community, but that's still quite regulated in terms of like getting the people to actually abide by the rules set by the communities. So I feel like in these open races, like there's not enough, I wouldn't say punishment, but like people don't have any consequences for just driving badly and driving unsafe. I mean, yeah, take a look at this. Like, yeah, okay, safety rating. I try to drive safe, but I feel like a lot of people can get to safety rating S. But look at the skill rating. Like, I don't think I'm like the best player. And I feel like for a range of 1,000 to 5,000, I should be more like at maybe 4,000. Like, I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel like it's the main point. The game doesn't incentivize you enough and doesn't teach you at all how to drive safely. I wish that was the case a little bit more. I feel like GT7 does that a little bit, but I have very little knowledge about that because I don't own a PlayStation. Oh, with chicanes you mean the V8 supercars? Yeah, I don't know. I've only driven one. I think I did a video on that. I feel like they don't belong. And I feel the same about the, what are they called, Trans Am cars, which we are gonna get new ones from Car Pass in the coming weeks, which I guess will also go into the GT series, which then again, I'm not quite sure if that's a good idea. I have to be honest here. So yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, and don't think I have enough time for another race. Been streaming for, let's see, about 2 hours, a little bit more. So yeah, if you still have any questions, just put them in the chat. And other than that, just if you are watching and aren't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to do so. It's free and it helps the channel quite a lot. So thanks a lot to everyone who is already subscribed. Quite nice to see. Let's actually quickly check where we are at right now in terms of subscribers. We can quickly see that here. Somehow. Where are we? Yeah. 1,685. That's nice. So we gained a couple. So yeah, thanks a lot if you're subscribed, and thanks a lot for watching the videos for sure and enjoying those. Yeah, and thanks a lot for joining the stream for sure. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it was definitely fun. I'm gonna try to do more of these. I don't have all that much time. It's mostly gonna be on the weekend, if anything. And I don't have the time to do this every weekend, but I'm gonna try. I wanna at least get a stream in like every 2 weeks or something like that. Gonna try to do this a little more often at least. So yeah. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot for watching. And I guess I'll leave you here. If you want to check out some new videos, I will post both a GT Quick Look video on the Porsche RSR quite soon, and I have another video coming up on the MG6 X-Power and looking at that in the Spotlight series here, for example, and also taking another look at how good and maybe overpowered it is in the touring car series. So yeah, those two videos are definitely gonna come, and well, then we'll see what's gonna come next. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining, thanks a lot for watching, and well, I'll quickly answer this question from Michael. General purpose D-Class, that's not the Miata. I haven't tried a lot of cars because you always need to level them, but I had a little bit of success with the 1965 Mini. That one was definitely also quite good. But other than that, I don't know if there's any other good cars that's not the Miata. But yeah, you may have seen the video already. If not, it's on the channel. The upgrading and tuning for D-Class. I did build the Mini for that, and I did kind of well, I think. So you can take a look at that. So yeah, enough rambling from me. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon in the next live stream. So goodbye. See ya.